you live.
Time I see her, all I do is think of some guy.
Yes! I just talked about this the other day with the racers about that exact thing. Because we were joking and talking about pee, and she said the exact same thing. She said literally the exact same thing.
I gotta remember, is it better this?
You can talk right into the circle,
All right,
man.
right there.
Yeah.
There we go.
Right into the circle.
So yeah, I was like, yeah. She's like, who is this?
I know.
What's going on? I'm like,
it's kind of weird.
You know.
We always bring this up, though. We do.
I mean,
I just saw it.
When you go to kiss somebody like that, what is your thought? Somebody else has urinated in their mouth. I mean,
even just saying that is fucked up. It's fucking crazy.
So I guess if you've done it, why talk about
it? The only thing is, we've gone down on girls before.
Oh yeah, and and let's face it, there's a little pee down there.
There's a little pee.
No different than them going down on us.
Yeah, exactly. They're sucking the fucking loads right out of us, man.
So.
I would have been here a couple minutes early, but she made me a smoothie.
Oh, nice.
She made me a smoothie.
I'm just doing the Body Armor strawberry and banana. So I've got a banana in my mouth.
Let me see.
Anyway.
You got a big old nana.
Nanners.
I'm getting to the point now where my eyes are good enough that I can see at that distance.
Oh, shit, you're getting old.
I'm totally old. Yesterday at my baseball game, my buddy Schoolboy, he's on the team, and he's like, how come you? He goes, I look older than you do, and you're 15 years. Because I shampoo my face on, man. You got to keep the. I'm gonna be Ringo Starr forever. Yeah. I'm never gonna be gray hair.
He's got a diet regimen that he eats beans. I think broccoli. And one other thing every day, that's all he eats.
Ringo does?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to look this up because the dude's 80 years old, but he looks like he's in his 40s or 50s still. He looks...
Yeah, they always do say that about certain diets. When you get to a certain age that you want to be almost eat like a dog. You eat the same thing every single day.
I'm fine with that.
Not much variation to it.
I'm fine with that. Budget-wise, that's great too. You know how much you're going to be spending until everything becomes 3 times what it costs,
Well, you saw that picture of the breakfast I made, and there was still bacon to go out along with it, and so
I don't do that.
So I got to go to the Y.
I do the fasting stuff. Yeah, I'm going to go to the Y today. I didn't wear my Apple Watch yesterday, but I played 2 baseball games. I know I got my steps in. You know.
How'd you guys do?
We lost. We got our butts kicked.
So you like the Tigers?
Yeah, pretty much. No, except we didn't have any chances of winning. The Tigers still are going to. They're going to make the wild card. If they don't get their heads out of their ass and win the division, I want them to win the division to make it a little bit easier of a series to get through. But the Phillies are going to win the World Series this year. Bryce Harper, it's time to win a series. He hasn't won one yet. When he left Washington back in the day to go to the Phillies, the Nationals won it the next year. So he's never won a World Series ring before. So I'm kind of they've had a pretty good season. I think they were the first team to clinch a spot in the postseason.
Yeah, I did see that. So Yankees
and Red Sox are going for wild card, I think. Yeah.
And that Dodgers, any luck? Are they?
They slumped a little bit, but I still think they're division lead. I think. I don't know. I could be wrong. I haven't checked. I haven't really kept up on the other divisions because I've been eagle-eyeing the Tigers in Central right now so much that I can't. It's just it's a lot to.
But we do this every single fucking year with the Guardians. We're always.
And that's good.
Down to the wire. There's that nice.
It makes it excitement. It makes it exciting.
The Cubbies. I thought the Cubbies got a chance here too again. Not the White Sox because they fucking suck ass. So
the White Sox do suck. I have some clips I want to play.
Sure, let's go for it.
Let me see if I can find these.
Was that a pubic hair you just got out of your teeth?
It was a piece of a blackberry. I've been eating more berries and stuff.
Good for your diet.
Blackberries, raspberries, blueberries. So I've been eating tons of berries. So she threw some blackberries into this smoothie. So that's the only thing I don't like about it. They get the seeds and shit get stuck in my fucking teeth.
You need to get some hemp seed oil.
Hemp seed oil?
Yeah, hemp seed oil. And you just put it in an avocado. You can add it into things. It's got...
We need to have Silverback in and have him do a health segment on the podcast.
Yeah.
Health segment with Silverback.
See how many women get protein in the morning with Silverback.
Silverback protein moment. It's time for the Silverback protein moment.
Did you see his face when you and I were walking at the gym? He's like, I almost went on swivel. Wait a minute. The kid's in here.
I saw him. I went to see Wilder Road with him a couple times in the last few weeks. Yeah. That's good to hang out. And I saw him yesterday at the baseball game with us. So you know how it goes. It's a repeating record of You gotta go through your lumps and your ups and downsies. If you're friends, you and I know this.
Yep. People come in and out.
Yes, and you gravitate towards the ones that you love and you want to hang out with. That's how it is, people. Okay, more love, less fighting.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Less shooting people in the necks. Okay, come on now. Come on. Have we recorded since all this shit happened?
No. This
Jesus
is the first.
Christ.
So there's a big conspiracy thing.
Oh God, what is it now?
On all this happening, because everybody loves a good conspiracy. It's the text messages that have been back and forth between the shooter and his roommate / lover / whatever. That the FBI turned over that don't really sound like any young 20-year-old would ever talk ever, and they've given it to Grok or AI, and they've
said, see if it's
it said this is probably generated fake. There's just the other part of it, the whole assembling the gun, taking it apart, reassembling it, taking it apart, reassembling it.
Yeah, I've seen the video where the guys kind of do it.
Clothes changing, that he's went from shorts and a t-shirt to a different outfit, limping because the gun barrel's supposedly down his leg.
Didn't they see that there was DNA on gun and on like
on
other
the
stuff?
stock of the gun? Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, and then there's this whole 4chan. He's a griper.
So he wanted more radical stuff or whatever.
He's been in these little, news or whatever chat rooms that are.
I can sum up all these stupid theories and all this crap. Okay, here's what it is. Here's what it boils down to. Okay, for all the people trying to dig for some stuff and find some connection, this and that, and this and that. And let's say you do find something. Okay, let's say it lines up with a larger group of people. Okay, who gives a fuck? Who gives a literal shit? Okay, we're all individual people. We all think different things. You and I can find 90% of the things we may agree on. Is that going to lead us to go and shoot somebody? No, this kid had some fucking fucked up shit. There are other things here that are at play. And one of them, I can tell you, it's fucking social media. It's them. His feed is the thing you need to go and look at. Whatever he was getting fed through the little tiny piece of glass in the palm of his hand, that is all you should fucking be worried about. And who is determining what is getting fed into this kid's hand? I don't know. I don't think you need to go and find all these external groups that he was connected to. You need to go and find what the shit was getting pumped into his palm.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
that's all really. You know what I mean?
Because it's 4chan group and
so
the gripers.
But the thing is, they're never going to regulate any of that stuff. None of the internet stuff's going to get regulated.
There's
None
always
of
going
that
to be dark web. There's always going to be other, groups within groups within groups.
And to me, I love that freedom of the way that the internet used to be before everyone started to figure out these algorithms and all this other bullshit. Right now, the reason this whole Kimmel shit's going down too is because Donald Trump lives in the fucking 80s and 90s, and he thinks ABC, NBC, and the three major networks are all that's there. It's like thinking that you only listen to radio stations and stuff.
It doesn't stop anybody. Kimmel could pop up on any other podcast, create his own, just like everybody else that's been kicked off radio. And if it's really because of some merger FCC bullshit, which is funny to listen to Cruz try to do his best Goodfellas mob guy voice in regards to it. It's just hilarious.
Well, you're talking about that. Yeah,
but really it goes back to, and we've said this before, it's all about the money. The reason why people are talking about controversy, and we don't get paid on the show. We don't make any money. Nothing. So we're just talking.
These are our real thoughts, uninfluenced by other people's money dangling in front of our faces, unlike other people.
But other people, that's what it is. It's to sell money, and that's to make money off of what they're doing. Yes, they might have some belief in what they're doing, but even like the most popular podcasters have been switching their tune on because they know they need to stay relevant, and
they don't want to be shut up either.
Yeah,
comedians are going to be the ones that are going to be okay. Let's say they're focusing on these comedians. Other comedians are going to come to the defense of other comedians. That's first. Their freedom to be funny and their freedom to make other people laugh and be entertained. That is something that's important to those comedians, I think. Even if because that's the only thing that can explain struggling comedians or comedians who are just on the fringe or who never make it but still continue to do it. They just have this thing inside of them to do it. They're going to look at what's going on with them having to zipper or overthink or have second thoughts about what they're about to say, and they're not gonna stand for that shit. I mean, come on.
Well, I mean, look at it this way: Cheeto Head says the most outlandish shit in the world, pulls things out of his ass, and if we can't censor him, why should we fucking be censored?
That's the thing. The hypocrisy of the whole thing is what I love the best.
Yeah.
Aren't these the freedom? Aren't these the free speech people? So
Yep.
why? It's only if we get to say what we think or what we want. Listen, I have a clip. Let me see if I can find it here. It's a classic, man. This is an easy one. That was my first thought as soon as all this shit went down. If I can get this fucking computer to do what I need. Okay, where the fuck is it? No, it's definitely not this one. Wait, I gotta. Okay. Actually, you keep talking because I gotta make sure that I'm routed to the right thing. Actually,
right.
Let me see if I just.
So basically, again, I've never seen that Pepe the Frog.
Oh shit! Watch, you just got shot in the neck. You said something. You said Pepe. Splurt, 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 splurt. Uh-oh, we're canceled. Oh shit! That was totally an accident, but I kind of like where I went with it. Right?
Praise the Dark Lord, hail Satan, and.
What was your train of thought there? Better watch it, man.
I'm going to start singing Pearl Jam, I'm Alive.
You better watch it. At any random point.
Oh, fuck. I need to sight that gun in a lot better. Let's just the wind altitude.
Now, with that in mind, though,
I shoot a 30-06, by the way.
Here's the thing, okay? To completely just pause for a second. That right there, okay, it was a straight up accident that I hit that one. Okay, first of all,
sure it was.
But what I want to kind of represent is like, okay, so what point was that? Was I trying to make a point towards one side or the other? You don't know. No, I don't fucking give a shit. Okay. We're not, anytime you lump all these fucking shitheads together. No, I want everybody to think on their own. Everybody think individually. Separate from your fucking groups. Don't get involved with these gangs and groups and little fucking cliques of shit with your cute little hats on and your little words on the front. Fuck off, man. Don't do that shit, okay? Go and think for your fucking self for 5 seconds instead of fucking following the lemmings jumping into the fucking cliff, off the cliff, you fucking idiots.
It's basically turn this program off, set your phone down, take a break from it all. If you could only see my face every time he's doing that.
Anyway, what were you saying? You better watch what you say, motherfucker. I got my fucking scope on your fucking ass, man.
Turn off, turn out.
I wonder how many Charlie Kirk supporters are gonna be mad at me. But here's the thing. I believe, hey, he was a gun supporter. He was fine with it. His quotes were straight up exactly, and his free speech quotes are the same thing.
He actually had a style of debate. I was watching a thing dissected, and it's interesting the way that he allowed people to talk, which let him know which way to pivot in his conversations, and the one-word answers or responses are all a way of controlling the conversation, of common ground. You'll say we'll both agree on it, and others do the same thing in these. When it comes to speaking in groups with that. But it's all about people thinking I'm smarter than you, and I'm going to one up you on it. That when you go to talk to somebody or to debate him. And I respect the whole Christian thing.
He was able to hit a nerve with people that, who have gained a lot of mental thoughts of other people. All the LGBTQ stuff. I loved watching him go up against those about the whole how many gendered stuff. I would watch that all day because it's just it's these people who freak the fuck out.
So you'd say you'd agree with me when. What is a woman? That is the most nail on the chalkboard question out there. Yeah.
No, I just like the way he welcomed the people just debating him and stuff like that. But it sucks. It's stupid that they fucking shot the guy and the pussy that fucking did it. It's just someone who needs to fucking. They need to get it's wrong. It was stupid to fucking do that. It was just dumb. I don't know. Yeah. And
but
I can't
you know what people haven't been talking about this week because of it?
What?
Finally, something to silence the Epstein.
Exactly.
Which is really, really, that's what it took to get people to look away from Epstein.
I love what they did in London when he visited.
Oh, yeah.
And they're projecting the stuff and putting huge.
They routed him away from all this stuff. They had him fly in a different way so he wouldn't be upset and his feelings wouldn't be hurt. But yeah, it's pathetic.
I'm trying to find this fucking clip I pulled. I just pulled it right before I fucking came in.
You pulled the
here.
trigger on something else instead.
I know. And I did that. I swear to God that was an accident. I swear to God it was an accident.
Well, it is Sunday. So God is in here.
You barely believe in God, kid. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, no. You're just talking to the guy that I did a wedding 2 weeks ago.
How'd that go?
It went really good. And we had a lot of fun up on there. I've just joking around about how much bling her wedding ring was. Like I needed sunglasses and, I almost did a little bit of like Steve Harvey on Family Feud. Come on down. So we had fun. I mean, that's dudism, man. I mean, that's the whole religion of dude.
That's the other thing that I want to kind of, you can't, back to the Kirk shit, because it bothered me. You sent me this message. I'm at Pine Knob. I'm about to watch a band. Mm-hmm. And you send me this message, and I'm like, "What the fuck's going on?" And I immediately go online and see it. And I'm like, I did not need to see that. When you watched it, did you see the whole? Everybody?
I did afterwards. Yeah, I got the alert, and then I was like, I was just like, shit.
Yeah, why?
And it's still reverberating. This is something that's going to reverberate for quite some time, more so than the fake assassination on. Before the election that happened in Pennsylvania. So
nobody deserves that shit, man. It was fucked up just for saying what they fucking thought. Mm-hmm. It's like, okay. I found my fucking clip finally. Okay. This is an old clip from like the early 80s. Okay. Of George Carlin, of course, saying it exactly how it needs to go when it comes. This is swinging back to the Kimmel being taken off the air kind of shit. So here, let's play this.
We'll get government off your backs and out of your lives. Yeah, but they still want to tell you what magazines you can read, and they still want to tell you what rock lyrics you can listen to, and they still want to force your kids to pray in school, and they still want to tell you what you can say on the radio. The FCC, the Federal Communications Commission, decided all by itself that radio and television were the only two parts of American life not protected by the free speech provisions of the First Amendment to the Constitution. I'd like to repeat that because it sounds vaguely important. The FCC, an appointed body, not elected, answerable only to the president, decided on its own that radio and television were the only two parts of American life not protected by the First Amendment to the Constitution. And why did they decide that? Because they got a letter from a minister in Mississippi. A Reverend Donald Wildman in Mississippi heard something on the radio that he didn't like. Well, Reverend, did anyone ever tell you there are two knobs on the radio? Of course, I'm sure the Reverend isn't that comfortable with anything that has two knobs on it. But hey, Reverend, there are two knobs on the radio. One of them turns the radio off, and the other one changes the station. Imagine that, Reverend. You can actually change the station. It's called freedom of choice, and it's one of the principles this country was founded upon. Look it up in the library, Reverend, if you have any of them left when you finish burning all the books.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh God, it never gets old. And I remember when they originally came out.
That's back in the fucking 80s, dude. Back in the 80s. And here's the thing: I think everything is just everything's a repeat of what has happened, but it gets more egregious, and more egregious, and it's bad. It's bad.
Carlin said it best a lot in that even back in the Richard Pryor, the original comedians, even Red Fox. Do you remember Red Fox? Oh, yeah. Sanford and Son? I mean, he got dirty in his, what he would put out there on vinyl and everything else. But it's so true. on, off, and volume, you know.
Do you remember, what's interesting about comedians too, if you think about it, they're willing to water themselves down Bob Saget style for like their TV shows. Even Red Fox did the same thing with Stanford and all that. But then they're raunchy as hell on other things.
Even Bill Cosby was raunchy as hell. I've got one double album live that he talks about Niagara Falls. And
was he raunchy?
Oh, he had one album that was like really, it was adult and everything else. But you're right. I mean, Buck and everything else that happened after that, you know, Chicken Heart and, you know, Fat Albert and everything. I used to rip him off so bad when I was trying to do comedy at a young age. So
I don't know, because wasn't Bill Cosby really critical of Eddie Murphy back in the day when Murphy was that way? He would give Eddie Murphy shit about being raunchy and stuff like that. So I guess I never really associated. But his personal life was a little dirty.
Yeah. Well, and you got to think about it. When you're starting to find your way in any type of profession like comedy, you got to figure out what works for you. And then after Cosby figured out what works for him, that's the path he took. You know, it was before the cartoon Fat Albert and that, hit was a hit, and the Cosby Show, because that happened later on.
Here's what it comes down to.
And that was all about casting too.
Here's what I think. Okay. And this can be a radical thought, people. Parents. Okay. Me being one of them. And I was terrible at this.
You and me both.
Figure out what you want your kids to watch and look at and see. And that could be different than you as an adult may want or see. And you have to make that decision and not let the fucking government figure out that we need to stop all of the things. Because what that means is they're going to stop all the shit that you want to watch. You're not going to be able to watch all of the things that you may want to watch that you haven't decided to tell your kids they should or shouldn't do. And again, this is me. I don't need to teach you how to be your fucking parent. I am the worst of this. Okay.
My son's watching Breaking Bad right now. He's going through.
I'm a terrible human being in general. Okay. Let's get that crystal fucking clear. To the point where I had to stop drinking because the only way to make a human being worse is to drink and have them drink and do all sorts of substances to make them even worse, which, by the way, I did like on this podcast, but I think I'm a little sharper now. I think I got my shit. I'm a little bit more, I'm a little more cutting with certain things, and I like that. But overall,
I've had to drink twice as much to pick up your slack.
Yeah, exactly. But here's the overwhelming thing, and I wrote this down. Just don't tell me what to do, government. Okay, you can barely keep your shit together. You can barely stop contradicting your own fucking statements. Why do I trust people who will have video evidence of you saying one thing and then contradicting yourself? Why do I trust you? You can't even trust your fucking selves. Do you think me, being someone who's like, wait a second, they said that and then they said that? I don't trust a fucking thing you say, you pieces of shit. Why would anybody think that you need to tell me what to fucking do?
But we're one more step down that authoritarian, and let's face it, somebody's probably not going to leave office because he's setting it up. Why would you be building a ballroom? Why would you in 4 years be gold plating every fucking thing in the White House? He's setting it up, and to not leave.
The dude's almost 80 years old. Unless he's like some fucking alien.
Back to the
He's going to leave one way or the other. Have you seen his hands all fucked up? This is the thing.
That's a whole nother.
This is the thing I love, because there's photos of him over in London.
Yeah, all the bruising on the back of his hand.
He's got him all colored and painted. He looks like the
ankles.
The color of his hands looks like Play-Doh from the back. No, silly putty.
Yeah.
Silly putty. Remember the silly putty? You used to put it on the newspaper. Remember newspapers back in the day when they had newspapers and shit?
Yeah.
His hands are colored like fucking silly putty, and his face is colored like a Cheeto. I don't understand how people can trust somebody who does that alone to themselves. They got up and thought that was a good fucking idea. Okay, let's think about that for a minute, you fucking inbred idiots.
I'm surprised Melania actually went with him to England, but they did sleep in separate beds. So
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. That's their personal shit. People don't know my personal shit. Well, they do kind of know because I say it on this fucking show. I do.
Not everything.
I'm getting banged a lot and I'm getting my dick sucked a lot. It's fun. It's a lot of good times. Okay. I had some sex this morning.
That means you better save up for a ring.
I got a lot of loving, man.
Good for you.
Got a lot of loving. Got to do it.
And more importantly, you're going to concerts.
Yeah, concerts are great. I'm getting road head, getting non-road head. I'm getting all sorts of head.
Are you getting ahead of yourself?
Getting ahead. But now we're kicking into sexy talk. Here's the thing. If they steer clear of the porn, which they're not though. You put some show notes back in May about Ted Cruz retweeting some shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. These assholes, okay, if they go after, they're already making you do the authentication and the age verification and all this fucking stupid shit on the damn porn sites. If they keep hitting at that, what's that meme where it says, if they got rid of all the porn sites, all there would be is websites of bring back all the porn sites. It just come on.
Yeah.
They need to stay away from that shit. They need to stay away. Let the porn just naturally happen. Okay.
So it's been funny seeing like the crazy MAGA people step up, like the whole MGT speaking out on behalf of the victims of Epstein. And you give me the names, I'll go ahead and release them on the floor, because I have no problem speaking my mind. Uh-huh. And then again, Cruz this last week speaking up for freedom of speech. They're either covering their ass to save their own jobs, or maybe, just maybe, they actually want to do what's right because they've been doing what's wrong for so long.
Yeah.
It's
they got to steer clear from that porn, though, man. They act like none of their fucking creep. Listen, perverts are on both sides of the fucking aisle, okay? You got to just everybody needs to chill the fuck out, okay? Just chill the fuck out. I'm shifting gears because I don't
So one of the things I wanted to bring up, and we've already mentioned about concerts.
Oh, yeah.
So like on the way over to record, what music were you listening to?
What was I listening to?
Anything to inspire you?
I can actually check right here. I can actually see right here. What was I playing? What I get pissed off with my phone is I listen to Sirius XM. I listen to Apple Music. And Siri is so fucking stupid. I need to upgrade my damn phone to get this new whatever the fuck they got going with the AI. But Siri's still a fucking idiot. After talking to ChatGPT, Siri, you're fucking dumb. You're just fucking shut up. I'm not talking to you right now. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, my watch goes off every now and then. Like it thinks it needs to go. So
let me see here. What was I listening to? Exactly. It's probably. Oh. I thought that was fitting. I always try to pump myself up prior to the shows. I have a 666 playlist. It's full of a bunch of rage, anger music.
Nice.
Rage and anger music. And if I get any more pissed off at these Detroit Tigers this week, I want to talk about sports a little bit, okay? So, for those of you who don't like sports, this is going to be it's not necessarily one sport. Baseball, and I got to get geeky on numbers and all this shit. You're a football fan.
Yes.
I am not.
Go Lions tomorrow.
Football is an F word to me. I don't give a shit about it. I play baseball. Yesterday at my game, I had 2 games yesterday. It was the last 2 games of the season, and I soak up every part of the baseball. People look at the end of the season sometimes, and I get sad when the baseball season's over. Now, it's not over yet because of the playoffs and the Tigers and stuff, but for the Independents, for who I play for, the season's done. So I hear football talk, I get fucking pissed. I'm like, I am not at a football field. I don't need to hear what the fuck you have to say about the F word. I don't want to hear football fucking talk. It just to the point where I don't want to hear about any other sports. Softball, fuck off. Hockey, I don't want to fucking hear about any other sports. The baseball season is not over. I do not like people who start things and don't completely finish them or get through it. You're talking to a guy who's podcasted 2,200 fucking plus episodes for 20 fucking years. I get into something and I'm a dog that is latched on and clamped on and I'm never fucking letting go. Baseball and podcasting and art and creativity That's it. Don't fuck with those things. And I don't give a shit about this is not enough fucking hours in the day to know all your fucking extra bullshit sports and everything. And I don't fucking care. So what do you got to say? What's your take on this?
I got to say, I blame it on the owners and that extending
greed.
Seasons way too long.
Yes.
To me, baseball, September going into October, by the second week of October, that's when your World Series should be going on. Having to go into November shouldn't be.
Mm-hmm. I'll agree with that.
Yeah, they've extended football, hockey. Right now, you've got almost all your sports going on because hockey's going to be starting up, basketball's starting up, football's going on. It used to be you would have one end and then the next one would begin season-wise. So that way you weren't. And then also the football, which, yes, I do love myself some football, but starting games on Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, every fucking night of the week. It used to be Sunday. Your games would be, yes, it's all about the money.
It's all greed, man.
Yep,
greed.
It is.
If I see more advertising at Comerica Park, I'm going to flip the fuck right out, man.
Get that shit off the jerseys, off that. We're not like some
bad
NASCAR racing.
Now, I do have some nostalgic. I love looking at old photos and you see the ads on out in the walls and all that. I get that. It's been a part of the game for a long, long time. That I get. But not every square inch with LED screens on everything. And everything is the official sponsor of this, the official dildo of the Detroit Tigers, the official fucking lubricant of your butthole of the Detroit Tigers, the official fucking the official blowjob of the Tigers, the official strip club of the Tigers. Like, what the fuck? They don't need every goddamn fucking breath. That breath brought to you by fucking Meyer. It's like, fuck off.
Where's the strip club at?
I know. I would go to that.
Yeah, see, you had
Woody's. It's a guy strip club for fucking gay dudes.
Oh, that's like the banana team, whatever. The
Savannah Bananas.
Yeah, Savannah Bananas. Make it the male Chippendale version of the Harlem Globetrotters.
But what's going to happen here coming up, and I know this, they're going to put they're going to be able to put little ads on hats that are interchangeable. You're going to wear your hat with a little green screen on the side or however the technology is going to do it. There's going to be some sensor and they're going to be able to put whatever the fuck they want on the person. But the one that's going to send me over the top, I'm already sick of this stupid little strike zone box that they got on the fucking screen. Okay? Get rid of the fucking strike zone box. Okay? Everybody just gets pissed when a pitcher or an umpire misses that fucking box. That in their instant replay fucked it all up. And to your point about the season's going too long, they know exactly how long the games are going to go. 2 to 2.5 hours, 2:25. They know down to the fucking millisecond on how long the games are going to go. Okay, schedule more double headers throughout even if it's once a month, there's a double header game. You're going to trim the season just ever so slightly over the course of the 6 months that they play. And then the season's a little shorter. You're trimming off a week of the season right there. Bam. They used to have scheduled doubleheaders all the time.
I know.
Fuck
it
this.
Wasn't just rain delays and that. Back to your point about the advertising on the hat. You need to market, figure it out, and let's make it happen.
I'm going to do some mock-ups. I'm going to have AI do some mock-ups of this.
Get some investors and then sell. Somebody would buy it from you.
So here's my love of baseball. It's summed up by this woman who covers baseball. Okay, I'm going to play this clip for you so you can understand my love.
I was recently asked, out of all the sports to cover, why do you cover baseball? Here's why. I love that the sport is not confined to time. You can't run out the...
I was going to say, is that I Fooled Around and Fell in Love is playing in the background of her clip. I don't like that.
Should we take me out
now,
to
don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I love that song.
Yeah, but that's not a good song.
But I don't want it to be underneath her talking about baseball, right? Okay, back to it. I totally interrupted her. But she makes some good points in this. Okay,
edit that.
You can't delay the pace of the game. No matter what, a pitcher has to throw the ball over the plate and challenge the batter. That even in blowout games, there's still a chance a team can come back, which even if it's ever so slight, leaves a beacon of hope for the fan. I love that it is the only sport where the defense controls the ball. I love that there's no formula of genetic makeup that correlates to a great baseball player. The phrase, there's more than one way to skin a cat, there's more than one way to be an elite player. You don't have to be tall, big, or strong. You don't have to be the fastest guy on the field. And while hitting a round ball with a round piece of wood is the hardest thing to do in any sport, it's still Baseball makes you feel like the guys are one of us. It makes the players relatable. I love baseball because it's a true metaphor to life. That success does not come from a one-time heroic effort, but rather a combination of little things done better than your opponent. Stretching a double into a triple, hitting the cutoff man, executing a pitch in a 10-pitch at bat, picking a ground ball in the dirt. I love that there is no uniformity to the game. Each ballpark has different dimensions. I love that it is a master class of strategy, that it is a game of inches. A ball hit 2 centimeters to the left would have been a home run. A pitch thrown half an inch on the edge of the plate is called a strike. I love how deep the connection to American history runs. From Babe Ruth to players leaving during their prime of their careers to serve during World War II, from the Negro Leagues and their fight to just play on the field, from the 1998 home run chase to the Cubs breaking the curse in 2016. I love everything about it. No matter technological advancements or adjustments to the game, it remains true to its core. And for me, will always be the greatest sport in the world. And that is why I cover it.
So she didn't say about women playing baseball like during the war and everything, the women's league that came out. And the other part of it is too, and we can get into this later on, what are your favorite baseball movies?
Oh, that's good. Yeah, there's always baseball movies and stuff, but I don't know. I got too many good ones. We have to mention The Natural because Robert Redford just passed away.
Yes.
That's one of them. That's up there. Mm-hmm. Probably Field of Dreams. Probably Sandlot. Yeah. Those are major leagues up there. Yep. Did you see the Charlie Sheen Netflix thing?
Oh, yeah.
What did you think of that?
I've just started to watch it. And I had to
you got to watch it, dude. It's so good.
I've got
I watched it twice.
25 minutes into, somewhere. I've got to finish watching it. And that also, my ADD's kicking in. It's 2025.
For a little while.
We're a quarter of a century in.
Oh my God, that's fucked up to think about.
I mean, there's only 3 quarters left. So, what do you think's going to happen, between now and the time you hit 75?
I didn't think I'd live past 50.
Yeah.
I didn't. I always thought it was 50. That's fucking forever ago. Now I'm still playing baseball at 50.
Oh, yeah. So it should be by 75.
Yeah.
Especially with the way, you guys play. There's some older guys on your team.
Yeah, I'll probably play until 60 something. Probably play that long. So I went to the Tiger game on Thursday, right? And it was a really hot fucking day. And the other thing I get pissed off about when I'm there is, okay, they put these nets up. This is just going to be me complaining about baseball. I love baseball, but here are my fucking egregious...
Top 10 bitches about baseball.
Here's the thing, that they're going to fuck it up. They're going to fuck it up, okay? The nets, there were a couple of plays, again, that I saw that would have been made without these fucking nets. Okay, a guy would have caught the ball. But no, the nets are there now. I'm sorry, we can't have these great plays where they're reaching into the stance. You just don't do it. Sorry, they just don't exist anymore. That was part of the game for 100 some years, but no, not anymore. We decided that the fans who can't fucking pay attention to the goddamn game that's on the field.
Phones.
But I'm not just blaming the phones. I'm blaming the entire environment that's there. The entire environment there is a distraction. When I sat upstairs, or even when I sit down at a certain level, you can look back and you can see how many television screens are at each of the overhangs. Above every single concession stand now is a big screen. Mm-hmm. Everywhere you go, there are distractions at a baseball game. When we play at Carroll Park, you go there to relax, to get away from the distractions, to watch the game. You sit there and you take a breath and you feel what baseball was back then. And I still think they continue to try to undermine. And how do they do it? By having a fucking 3,000-foot Jumbotron and having fucking loud-ass, stupid fucking music playing all over the place. But the thing that's the nail in the coffin that's going to be at some point, these goddamn cheerleaders on top of the fucking dugouts. We were sitting at the down low, or about 20 rows up. Don't get me wrong, dude. I love looking at fucking chicks' asses all day long. Cute faced, whatever. Oh, yeah. Of course. That's why they're there. But that's the whole point I'm trying to make. Okay, they're distracting from me watching the fucking game. Focus, people. If I own an MLB team, I would have a night where you don't allow the phones in there. Just no night. Sorry guys. It's 1980s night. Don't bring your phones. Do something crazy, like watch the fucking game.
One of the things about, and this is kind of a side note to what you're talking about, I noticed at the Goose concert at Freedom Hill that I was at on Friday, there weren't any big screens. So you were looking at the stage to watch the show, and that just kind of goes along with what you're saying there. And it wasn't like some big backdrop behind it. It was all just the old lights. Yeah. All the different, color going on. But that is true when it comes to baseball nowadays. They feel they're overcompensating.
They're trying to be the NBA. They're trying to be the NFL. Baseball doesn't need your halftime shows. Baseball doesn't need your cheerleaders. Baseball doesn't need your exploding fire shooting off the fucking basketball hoops.
Guns being not guns, but T-shirts being shot into the crowd.
You're aiming for the lowest common denominator. Baseball is not those fucking sports. For the reasons that she expressed too. The game could go on forever. Them putting the time limits on and the pitch clock and all these stupid things.
Well, I know you do kind of like the old school, and I've done it before, where you'd go in, you buy your program, you had your pencil with
score,
you,
man.
you kept
Keep
your score.
I love that.
You put down the date. It was all that kind of memory book. And you weren't taking photos and selfies on the phone.
Don't get me wrong, I do it. Because I want to capture that I'm there and stuff. But I am very, very conscious about when I get my phone out. Mm-hmm. It's not while the inning is being played. My phone is in my pocket. Well, in between innings, when they're switching sides and there's that time in between, I'll look off and I'll watch the Jumbotron. The thing is, they're putting everybody in the crowd on the Jumbotron because they got this huge fucking screen now. Have you been there since this new Jumbotron's there? It's absolutely insane.
It was in April, but you did see that lady that the ball that she went to go get the Phillies game.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What's your take on that? Because the kid that he got the ball, but the dad's face was like, when she comes up behind him, was scared the shit out of it. Yeah, but that's the thing.
It's easy. That's an easy one. There's really no take on it. Here's what the take is. He got the ball. You didn't get the ball. It doesn't become any more clear than that. Who's holding the ball? They have it. Mm-hmm. You don't have it. This woman going over and pissing and moaning and bitching like a little Karen. You didn't catch the ball. I'm sorry. And he didn't. It wasn't like he kept it for himself. He gave it to his kid, or he gave it to I'm guessing it was his kid. Okay, then, it wasn't like he was like, you didn't catch the ball, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. That's the bottom line. You either catch the ball or you don't. You didn't get it, you fucking idiot. Done.
Well, then they give the ball back, and it's like the kid gets the consolation prize. Here, we're going to make a big deal out of it. We're going to have you come back, meet the players, sign the bat.
Right.
Well, if you decide to give the ball back, you shouldn't get all this extra stuff, because what happens then
is everybody's going to be doing it.
Yes, everybody was going to expect that same, and if not, they're going to bitch more.
There was some footage of her just prior to what everybody saw, from a different angle of her saying it to another guy too. So she was determined to stir up some shit because she's a fucking Karen. She has that fucking Karen haircut.
But then also afterwards, why are people stalking her and outing her? And that goes back to the people that are getting, I hate to go back to this, but people getting fucking fired for speaking out.
Because we live in a world of pussies.
Yeah. It's good thing.
But it comes back to it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm being a pussy about the fucking complaints about the Tiger game. We all have our little things that bother us, and that goes back to we're all not the same. Everybody, gathering us all together to try to think the same. That's where the problem lies. Think for yourselves, fuck faces. Okay, go and think for yourselves. Bring new ideas. Okay, start a new game. Start a new thing. Okay, back in the day when baseball didn't exist, some guy thought, let's do this.
It was cricket.
Let's do this thing. Let's do this new thing. We'll do this new thing. And now it's completely undermined by advertising and the official fucking butthole plug of the fucking Tigers. Everything's got to fucking be sponsored now. Everything.
Do you remember that episode at the beginning of January where you had somebody in the studio and they had like their butt plug in? It was like some sparkly, shiny deal.
What the fuck was that?
And she bent over, and it was
that wasn't this year. That was like 2 years ago that happened. I brought the story up this year.
Okay.
Yeah. I definitely remember it. It was quite sparkles. Yeah. That was definitely the thing was about it. First of all, how do you shove something up your ass
and then just stay there,
and then you leave it there for a good couple of hours? And then say like, look what I God. Bling! Bling, 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 bling. It's like, what the fuck?
So
man?
this is something funny and stupid that happened yesterday. So I'm going to leave the grocery store, and this woman rolls up right next to me, and I look over, and of course I know her. And
Who the fuck was it?
Kiki.
Kiki Hernandez from the LA Dodgers?
No. You know who I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just saw it.
Former Hooter girls. Yeah. And of course, she looks like she just rolled out of bed. So you get that.
What day was this? Because I went.
Morning.
Was it by Kroger? Because I saw her at the intersection.
I was over at Meijer. And that. So, and all of a sudden, it was like I rolled down my window, and as she's getting out, she's like, "Oh yeah, hi." It was like at first, like, "Oh shit, I see somebody I know," and then it was like, "Yeah, all right," so it was hilarious.
Here's the thing, okay? There are a couple of women that are around this town. One of which is the blonde who you know, big titties, but fucking train wreck. Okay, she's probably listening to this podcast because I've said some shit about her on here before, but she needs a fucking reality check, big time. And how can I gently put this? She fucked up, and she has fucked up with many people who actually don't mind hanging out with her and doing stuff, but at some point, people just don't want to be around her because she's, for lack of a better term, just fucks. She's just a fuck up sometimes.
I heard that yesterday. I went to pick up takeout from Barney's, and a mutual friend was there that hangs around with Black Widow. Uh-huh. And, I haven't talked to this person in quite a while, but I know her from Black Widow. Plus, when she used to bartend, I think at Kunin's back in the day. And she's like, one of the reasons why she hasn't talked to Black Widow is because of the drama, and everything else going along with it.
It's been probably 3 weeks, 4 weeks, maybe longer than that. I haven't checked in with Black Widow to see what's been going on. I've been focusing on my stuff.
Yeah, sometimes that's what you got to do.
You have to. I think it's important to do it, but you still want to check in to make sure they're okay. That's the thing, Yep. But I haven't really done anything. I haven't reached out to mainly a lot of people. I've just been kind of like trying to get. I've been feeling good, walking, getting healthy. So what did they mention the blonde who I'm talking about? Everybody.
No. This person doesn't really hang out with that blonde person.
That blonde person. Do we have a nickname for him?
Well, I thought it was Blondie, wasn't it?
It may have been.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. She knows who she is, and she needs to get her head out of her fucking ass.
Well, she goes to the bar every night of the week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
the first steps to getting your head out of your ass is stop sitting on a bar stool somewhere. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Yeah.
Go home. Okay.
Even if it's just
spend some time at home.
Spend some time with
get your
kids,
get your fucking priorities checked in. Okay. Stop being a drunk idiot. Fucking passing out on tables at fucking bars all over town. Okay.
Or grabbing people's junk when they think it's a regular e-cig and it's a pop pen and.
No, dude, the one time I went to the goddamn Goose and I sat down and I just got done cutting the grass and I was in my gray sweats and she's over trying to fucking grab my shit. Get the fuck off of me, man. Get the fuck right off of me.
I must be doing something right because she never grabbed my shit. So
I thought you tried to date her for a while.
I did try to date her. She never grabbed my shit.
That's the thing. I would never. Are you out of your mind? There's no way I'm fucking. I would never. It didn't even cross my mind to date that. You got to.
I think I made out with her and that was it.
No, there was none of that shit. No,
that was it. But then I heard that story and I'm like going, yeah, I'm good. Yep. So.
This is your intervention, bitch. Get your fucking shit together, okay? Guess what? This is me sober saying this shit, okay? All right. Don't be a fuck up, okay? Fuck up. Because that's what your business card says right now, okay? Get your shit together, okay? Get your shit together. Yeah.
So I know, you're on the sober wagon, but I went to Goose. So I drive down, I go to this gas station. You know how they got those huge gas stations down to the Detroit area, which are all liquor stores? Mm-hmm. So I walk in to use the bathroom after I get gas, and this lady's like got out tastings of tequila.
Oh, man.
So she's like, hey, you want to do a shot? And they're like the little thimble things like you get at communion. So next thing you know, I'm doing like 5 shots in a row of tequila.
5?
Yeah, because I went through the Blanco, the Raspado Anillo, and then the other Roja or whatever, and then the Mezcal, which she had hidden away. So I was like, all right, I guess I don't need to buy any liquor. But I did roll away with a $60 bottle of Respado, which I'm holding on to for my birthday.
Wasn't there a Monday night trivia night where they would do that on the regular at Jake's? They would bring in the new stuff.
Yeah. Well, they just did a evil bean over at Barney's. It was like during the day, but I went in there yesterday for breakfast.
There's certain beans I love. I love me some evil beans.
And and so the bartender there, she's like, hey, why don't you try this? What do you think? And it was cool because I was back giving like advice on what you can mix it with and ideas, you know. And as much as like there's one bar in the South End that's now down to 140,000, including the liquor license, but there's no parking. And
I know, the sloppies there.
Yeah. And it's kind of like, as much as it's tempting to own a bar,
they remodeled the inside of it too. It's pretty nice. It's ready to be kind of
but
they're taken over. Again, you're right. There's no parking there.
Yeah, and that far down, the crew that would get in there, I mean, it's like all the regulars have died off. Yeah, that would have been in there back when it was John's Bar.
The South End, though, you're beyond kind of like that. That's a decent part of town down way south down there. You know what I mean? But that church is closing right there by that. Mm-hmm. So there's all your people who go to the church. I just had this conversation with Erasure about this. Drunk Saturday Catholics are early set, hair of the dogging it at communion on Sunday, I think, don't you think?
Oh yeah. Going to get a good point here. But a lot of what you want to do, like the high end, because the mixed drinks, the little things like that, wouldn't fly in there. And there's no food. You got to have food. I mean, really, to be a restaurant to make it, or bar restaurant.
Here's the thing, though, okay? That place is about the same size as Circle.
Yeah.
Is it just location because the Circle's so close to the downtown that's why it's more successful, or what? Because they're similar.
Circle still gets the runoff from. You got to be open at 7 a.m. at that.
I know why the Circle's successful.
Because of that
drunk blonde bitch we were just talking about. It's always fucking there supplying all the guys.
Do karaoke, and you got to have something entertainment wise. So, yeah. We can't end on this note.
Something completely different. I have just a couple things I still want to fucking rattle off here. This is so fucked up. When I'm at the Tiger game, it was a scorcher hot day. And the other complaint I have is I don't know if it's just because I sit sometimes with my buddy Jimmy, who's got amazing seats there in the Tiger Den.
Nice.
But that you don't get any foot traffic, you don't get any people up and down the aisle, you don't get any of that kind of shit. Sitting down 20 rows up off the dugout, if you're on an aisle, you might as well just not even sit down. Mm-hmm. Might as well stand up because there's this constant flow of humans coming from the seats ahead of you up to the mezzanine or whatever the fuck, the concourse there. So in between innings, it was just a river of human beings just flowing out of there. So at one point, you could tell it was like this group of special needs people. Okay. It was like a small family, maybe 6 or 8 people coming up the steps. And this one woman, she almost, I hate to say this, but she was like if a Garbage Pail Kid came to life. Okay. And she's walking up pigtail, like older, probably someone in her 30s, but you could tell special. She was a special person. Super special.
Oh boy.
Okay. And I'm sitting there and I immediately have this like, okay, I don't give a shit. It could be the hottest bitches in the planet walking up the thing.
Still
I don't care.
In the game.
You're still blocking my view of Torkelson trying to get a single or double or whatever.
Yeah.
The game is, I'm there. I paid to watch the fucking game, not your stupid fucking retarded family walking up the goddamn fucking thing or your supermodels or whatever. I don't give a shit. Well, this girl, Garbage Pail Chick, she's walking up the fucking, her name is Garbage Pail Chick. I'm sorry. Garbage Pail Chick is her name, okay? So, she is picking her nose, okay? Straight up, knuckle fucking deep in there, digging for fucking gold, okay? And in my mind, I'm like, okay, she's special. Don't look, whatever. Get away. That's fucking gross. She straight up ate it. Now, the traffic flow of humans walking up the damn aisle is so slow. I see her digging. I see her pull out, look, and then just dive. And she doesn't just stick it like the tip of it into like, it's not like just a little taste test. Not just like a little tongue out, little like, like this. No, she deep throated her fucking finger like there were Cheetos on it. It was fucking awful.
And then all of a sudden she realized she had a kink after she deep throated it.
She did it twice. Because there are so many people that she wasn't moving. So she went back for more. She went back for seconds on the boogers, dude. Straight up fucking bugs. Deep throat and Cheeto finger booger fucking bitch, man. Oh my God. It was fucking fucked up. Like, and I was with my buddy and I'm like, I wanted to like elbow him and be like, did you just fucking see that? But it was like unspoken. Like the entire crew that was there definitely saw this fucking special needs Garbage Pail Chick.
Did Torkelson get a hit?
I think he had a double early in the game. I can't remember what it was. I can't remember what I was blocking because I couldn't fucking see because a booger fucking eater's there.
Oh, man.
Fucking booger eater. We've been running into some whacked up fucking shit lately.
Things you're more aware of your surroundings now.
Dude. Yeah. Usually, what I've determined is there's a couple of friends of mine who are not drinking as well. Mm-hmm. And we had this conversation with them yesterday about, okay, I like hanging out with my people, but when they're drunk and I'm not, I don't want to be around your fucking dumbass. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
It's just like okay, I get it. You're fucking a little cranked up. I get it. All right. Okay, I got it. You're fucking cranked up. I went to the Wilder Road show, not the recent one on Midland Street, but the other one. And a couple buddies we bumped into, and they're fucking balls of the wall, ready to go. And I'm just like, all right, cool. We're going to go here. We're going to go there. Yes. All right. Let's hit the brakes, buddy. Hit the fucking brakes.
So my Tri-City Brewing Company husband, I went to take, my kid over to.
So you're still friends with him, even though they're not.
No, they're back together.
Are they back together?
Yeah. He just asked her to homecoming today.
Nice.
And that sent me a picture while we're on the air here. So I go, he's invited us over, having cookout. He's having some buddies. I go over there, I leave, and I come back to get, my kid. And he's 3 sheets to the wind.
He's way ahead.
Yeah, way ahead in the can. I'm not that way at all. He's got this in the basement. He's got this surround sound stereo thing that he's set up, and he had to show it to me. And you can see all the cans and all the where he's been drinking and everything like that. And, he's telling me about how he's going to get bigger subwoofers, and he's placed Ready Player One. I mean, the whole house is fucking shaking and everything else. I'm like, yeah, you don't need, number one, you don't need to be so close to me while you're talking.
I want to go deaf instantly.
Remember how the old red eye would get drunk and get like right up in your face?
Yeah.
Yeah. So kind of like that. So then later on, he sends me at the same time I sent you about Kirk. He sends me a deal, and I reply like, "Yeah, that's what happens when you fuck around and find out." He didn't like that. He's a little bit of a gun nut and everything else, and he didn't like my comment. But it's like it goes to show you if you're continuously putting yourself out there, this is going to happen. So I'm trying to get my kid and his daughter to hang out on that Sunday, and he's like, "Yeah, maybe it'll happen." They're going dress shopping. So I sent him a meme back of this guy twirling around in a kilt. I'm like, is this the kind of dress you're going to get? I haven't heard back from him since then. So I might have hurt his little sensitive feelings. Shit happens.
No, it's like I said, everybody's different, dude. I don't give a shit. Whatever. Let him be.
But again,
but why did he wanted you to think like he thought?
Yes.
You have to think like he thinks, so then I can be comfortable with you. No. I'm more comfortable with people who think not like me. I don't want people thinking like me. Fuck that. Bring some different noise here, man. Right?
But this is where I'm going with it, is I can relate over the years. I'm like now down to maybe Friday night, Saturday, maybe making 2 drinks while I'm at home, and that's about it. And maybe, I might hit a vape pen or something like that. But the more like it's sober Sunday for me, I'm going to have Sunday fun day, but there's no alcohol. I've got to get up driving the next day. Priorities change.
Just the amount of time that I've got back from not having hangovers is a pretty good deal. But like you said, I'm doing California. doing California sober, like you had mentioned that.
Yep.
So that's a little more. That is great. It's led to some fucking insanity in the bedroom, man.
Oh yeah. That puts a little extra in your pencil too.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a way extra there, and then it's like, yeah. So there's no complaints.
trade-offs.
There's no complaints about not drinking right now. I feel like I'm sharper. The only problem now is people are going to be like, wait a second, he thinks all these things sober. Oh fucking A, what the fuck? That's what they're going to think.
That's the biggest thing, too. I've found when your mind is always thinking and always going, that less, that less numbing isn't there. So you even have more thoughts and more expanded thoughts and more, going in different directions. So, which is a good thing. More productivity.
And the thing is, though, it's difficult because we went out to this innovation brewery out in Richville.
I've not been there.
I went there with Mr. Clean probably 2 to 3 years ago. It was around his birthday. Went out there and they had real good pulled pork and a bunch of other good foods and things like this. So Friday we went to Frankenmuth, hit a coffee shop, did a little walking around town. And on the way back, I was like, okay, we need to go to Gara Bar, shoot some pool, get some food.
Yeah, I know that place.
Or go to Innovation. So we'd already gone to Gara a bunch of times. I love going there and shooting pool. It's it's a great spot. And the baseball game to go and watch because I'm not paying to watch the games. I don't have the thing. This
they got that TV that's up in the corner there, right where the pool table is.
So we went to this innovations place, and it was one awkward girl there working. She looks like she could have been the cousin of the fucking Garbage Pail Booger-Eater. Oh no! And it was okay. It was a lesson in patience all the way. We don't have this. We ran out of that. They ran out of diet soda. Okay.
Wow.
They ran out of soda. And the soda we got was I got a million complaints on this. Okay, but I'm going to skip past all those complaints. I'm not going to the complaints. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't go back now. I mean, because it's just like but we got there. It was barely anybody there. People started showing up, but this one family came in. And here's where my life is so hard to not have thoughts. Okay. These motherfuckers, you've seen these memes now where the AI is creating these human, overly fat people doing things, right? Have you seen these where this super fat people, remember when we're going to bring all the AI, we're going to bring all the jobs from Apple's going to create factories here, and then they were making fat American fat people with their tiny little.
I just still can't figure out how you're going to tariff AI.
Yeah. So anyway, this table of human beings comes walking in, and they were so fucking fat. I was surprised that the seats could hold them.
What were they driving in? Did you see what vehicle? Was it a van?
I don't know what they were driving in.
Was it a mini compact car?
It was. These people were so fucking huge to the point where the woman couldn't wear shoes. She was wearing slippers because she was fucking fat. And in my head, I go back to how I think about our Cheeto-faced fucking leader of the world here, okay? Mm-hmm. He has made that conscious decision to spray paint his stupid turd Cheeto face. That is not the kind of mind I want making decisions for me. And on the flip side, these fat fucks walking into this goddamn restaurant, sitting there next to me, I'm like, these are the people that I have to interact with. This fat fucking piece of shit that's next to me, I can hear her shoveling that fucking hog fucking feed right into her fat fucking face. These are the people. These are the people we have to tolerate and we have to accept are making choices for us in this fucking world. These are the retarded fat pieces of shit that we have to try to get along with. Think about that for a fucking second.
Well, that goes back to the guy running the, health department done out for the country. And supposedly he's going to make America healthy again.
These people decided.
Getting rid of all the corn syrup and fructose and everything that's now in food that wasn't 20, 50, 60 years ago. We used lard to cook in, but yet people were a hell of a lot skinnier back then.
My suggestion, is we can't, and we're worried about the pornography and we're worried about the, getting rid of porn. It's undermining our world.
Let's not say big fat people and porn together.
Don't give. No, this is actually, this is a point I'm going to try to make. Don't take away the only exercise these fucking assholes are going to get. They're going to masturbate to something, but we need to put more porn in front of these fat fucks so they can continue to masturbate. It's the only fucking elevated heart rate these guys are getting, man. Let's make sure that these fat fucks can still masturbate. So put as much porn in front of these fat fucks as you possibly can. Tell them they need to get, seriously. This is my goal. Make fun of as many fat fucks as we can. That's it. Okay.
I thought for a minute you were going to shoot me again after that.
No.
At the point.
Where you going? You want to get shot again? Just to make it just make it as ridiculous as possible.
It is
accidentally.
It is antlerless open firearms season this weekend.
Did it start? Oh man.
No, it's just this weekend. Trying to cut down the doe population.
Oh, I did find the one song that I would like to end with here.
Sure, let's go for it.
So let's do a final word here. What do you got?
I got to say this. You brought up Wilder Road a few different times. And the song I Don't Mind by them is just a fucking earworm. And I would highly recommend anybody, you can find it on Spotify, iTunes. But I Don't Mind by Wilder Road.
Shake for Me Girl is my favorite. I love that one.
That's a good one, too.
That's a good. I want to go to the strip club and hear the stripper strip to that song. That's what I want. That's what I want. Right? I just got shot. Oops. Oopsie doopsie.
I took you out the fucking house.
Okay. Anyways, time to wrap up, everybody. My final words. Fat fucks. You know you're fat fucks. Okay, just stop being fat fucks. All right. I've been there. Don't get me wrong. I almost weighed over 200 pounds at one point. I did.
I'm finally under 240.
We know it takes a lot of willpower to stop doing shit. Trust me, I'm in it right now with the drinking thing. I'm doing good though. So
good for you. I'm proud of you.
It's fucking good.
I'm proud of you, son.
All right, everybody. What a kid. This is the Go Deep Show. Chill to the next one.